everybody, welcome back to the Harvest Insights channel. This is Elisa, and today we're going to talk about one of my least favorite things to do, which is editing videos for qualitative research. So typically when we do qual, we do focus groups or IDIs, and sure, we can make a PowerPoint like everybody else, but in my Death to PowerPoint rant, I talk about the fact that I think there's a lot better ways to communicate the story of your insights beyond PowerPoint. And one of the best ways to do that in qualitative research is through highlight clips or Sizzle reels, if you will, but they do take a long time to put together. So today we're going to compare 4 different AI tools that you can use to minimize the time that it takes you to put something like that together, in the hope that in the future we spend more time doing that and less time reading through 90-page PowerPoints. So let's get to it. Okay, so we have 4 AI video editing tools to look at today. The first one is Reduct, and this is the only one that says it's actually made for qualitative research. So I want to make sure that this was on the list. And then we have Veed, Descript, and OpusClips. So those are the 4 that we're going to look at. The last 3 are made more for, content creation, but they might offer some unique features that maybe Reduct doesn't. So we'll go ahead and look at these 4. Okay, we're back. It's actually day 2 of recording this video because it took me a little bit longer than I thought to get the video ready and get all of the free versions of these apps done and get registered and get the everything. It was a lot. Anywho, so let's take a look at Reduct. Now, this one is the one that I said was made for qualitative researchers. And let me just say, this is bare bones. When you see the next few that I'm going to show you, you're going to realize this is bare bones. So I'm just going to go into the video that I uploaded, and you can see it does do the transcript. Okay, I feel like that is the bare minimum that it can do. And then I did go in, and you can click this little button and ask it a question. So I had asked it to make some clips, and to be completely honest with you, it did not do what I wanted it to do at all. The point of this exercise is to be able to use AI to quickly make clips to put together Sizzle reels or just even updates for clients instead of PowerPoint. This did not do it for me. I think that you can probably use this if you're interested in doing it manually. I am not interested in doing it manually. That defeats the purpose of what I'm trying to do. So I'm going to move on from this one and let's go to Descript. Now, Descript is where it starts to get interesting. So the next 3 that I'm going to show you are actually made for social media more so than research, but they're kind of interesting in how they each take a little bit of a different run at it. So Descript, again, you can see it does give you the transcript. I use this AI tool over here, and you can very quickly have it just make clips for you. So that's what I used. And it did end up giving me a number of clips. And I was able to put in kind of what I wanted. So I put in pain points in purchasing for property management. And so it did sort of pick clips that were on that theme here. It does make it very easy to change the length of the clips, which is nice. But, I think this is good. I think it's not as visually helpful. It does a lot more in terms of editing videos. It gives you a lot more tools outside of just the AI clipping, which is nice. So I do like this one. This is Descript. Okay, let's go over to Opus. So you can tell right away from looking at Opus that this is clearly designed for social media, and it's got just the look of social media posts. You can see at the top of every post, it gives you this little text hook. It gives you auto-generated captions at the bottom, and then it gives you these scores, which are like how likely this is to go viral. Now, that's all fine. It's, not what I necessarily need for clients, but it's fine as long as it's picking clips that I think are going to be useful. Unfortunately, it doesn't. It is really picking clips that it thinks are going to go viral. So it over indexes on clips that have brand names in it. And like you can see, it flagged, okay, this is the top clip. Amazing. Rep solves urgent repair part crisis. Okay, that's a nice little anecdote, but it's not really reflective of any major theme in the research. So this one I felt like was the least useful for my purposes, even though it looks nice and sexy and it clearly makes nice clips and all that kind of stuff. So Opus probably not going to be the best for research. Okay, let's go over to Veed. So again, same video. Now, Veed did very easily make these clips. I do like that it provides these little scores, although I don't know that I would ever even look at them. I also like that Veed provides the transcript below the video, and it also gives you a little bit of a description of what's in the video, which is nice. What I don't like about it is I'm clicking and I cannot copy and paste. And sometimes I want to take the transcript from the clip and just like put a little bit of it into the report as like a teaser. And I really can't do that with this. There's no copy and pasting here. It does make it easy to trim. You can see I can go into this and just say, oh, I don't want so. Okay, that smile is really annoying and I don't like it, so I'm going to get rid of that. So it does make it easy to trim the clips and you can even edit, but it's the non-copying and pasting is annoying, but it's not like a total deal breaker. So I think, and I did like the clips that this made. It seemed to pick clips that were in line with what I would be looking for. Again, I'm not expecting this to be perfect. There's going to be things that I'm already going to want to pick because I thought that they were, great moments that I want to make sure are in here. But this is just to like help me get started, to supplement, to make it easy to do the clips. Okay, so now that we've looked at all four, I think I would recommend Veed if you are someone who has not done a lot of video editing. You just need something that's really quick that can make the clips for you, and then you're just going to choose clips, throw them into a report, or just send them one by one as just quick proof points for clients. If you have a little bit more video editing capabilities yourself, I might recommend that you go with Descript because I feel like it has more capabilities to make a really sexy, well put together professional highlight reel. It's going to take a little more effort. I think this will give you a good start and make it easy for you to do the clips, but then the actual weaving of those clips together might be a little bit easier in Descript. I think if I were going to use Veed, I would probably just use it because it's so easy to make the clips and then probably export those clips into something like CapCut that can weave those together. So that's kind of my overall take on these. If you have other recommendations, I'm happy to take those, but hopefully this is helpful as you start thinking about how to move away from PowerPoint and into the 21st century of video deliverables. Okay, thanks everyone. Have a great day.